Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Chris is Talking, and this is the first of my Shingeki no Kyojin chapter reviews. Now, this is a monthly chapter review, so it's going to start with this month's chapter, which is chapter 79, The Perfect Game. Okay, now the chapter started off with the Colossal Titan throwing Holmes into the air and setting ablaze to the whole surrounding area within the wall where he is. Not only is he throwing Holmes into the air, but what this does is it stops anybody coming from the other side of the wall from going any further, because literally there's the wall and then there's a whole blaze of fire, and on the other side of the wall where there's the Survey Corps, you also have the Ape Titan who's now blocking the Survey Corps from one end, and then the Colossal Titan's blocking the Survey Corps from the other end. So you just have that huge wall with one wall of fire and the other wall with the Survey Corps, and in front of him is the Ape Titan. When this starts happening, Armin starts losing his shit. And starts forgetting, mumbling, making wrong decisions. It comes to the point where even Jean starts giving better direction to the squad, a lot better than Armin, and Armin's all fumbling, and everyone starts wondering, is Armin okay? And Armin's I think Armin's mind is more focused on Hanji and what she's up to and how her squad is, because we haven't heard about her squad in literally around 2 chapters. Now, there's a high chance that she's dead, and even in this chapter, we don't clarify whether she's alive or dead, and this is really affecting Armin. And due to this, we then decide that Jean will be taking control of the situation just for now, because he's calmer at the moment, but they did clarify that Jean isn't a smart enough tactician to get them out of the situation. She's just stable enough to be able to figure out what's going on right now. The chapter then moves to what's going on with the Ape Titan, and it seems like the Ape Titan's just standing still, looking boring, and it seems like the Ape Titan's just standing there, just doing nothing, looking like a bloody stone statue. And Levi and Erwin start commentating about the fact that why is he not doing anything? And then suddenly, rocks start coming out of nowhere, and then smaller rocks. Levi looks, and it's literally just shrapnel of small building just flying towards him. You then start seeing small body parts everywhere. It just looks chaotic. At this point, Levi and Erwin start realizing, okay, we're screwed. And they're also hearing the noise that's going on from the other side of the wall, and they're trying to figure out, okay, it looks like we're screwed from both sides of the wall. Are we actually going to win this situation? And major death flags are given out, extreme major death flags, because they're wondering what's going on with Hanji as well. They're also wondering whether they'll be able to survive the buildings coming towards them from one side. They don't know on the other side there's a huge wall of fire, as well as the Colossal Titan, and they also don't even know what's going on. And then the manga then goes in to show what's actually going on and how the buildings and rubbles are coming towards them. And then you see is the Ape Titan playing bloody baseball with huge boulders. And at first he just throws huge boulders and it just flies towards them. Then he starts crushing the boulders and starts throwing them, and then you start seeing that it looks more like shotgun pellets. And even Armin's squad starts saying, can you hear that noise? Are they throwing cannons at them? But they don't realize that it's loads of small boulders being flicked at them from the other side by the Ape Titan. The Ape Titan even goes to say, I'm going for a perfect game. That's pretty fucked up, man. That's pretty fucked up. He doesn't even care. How intelligent is this Ape Titan? What does he know? Why is he able to do this so cold-heartedly? And why does it seem that the Titans right now have a better strategy than the humans? The Titans right now are blocking in both sides of Levi's Survey Corps like this. One's here, one's here. This side's got fire. This side has loads of shrapnel building rockets launcher things, and they're just fucked. Literally, excuse my French, they're just fucked. They have no chance of getting out of this. This then gets me questioning, are Levi and Erwin going to die? Because, to be honest, they don't have any hope of chance of surviving. And if Attack on Titan really sticks to its roots, like the original first chapters, people were dying left, right, and center. Originally, you can never really get attached to any of the characters, because once you did, death. Prime example, the Survey Corps, and I think the episode when Annie first comes in as a Titan, and yeah, body parts all over the buildings. That leaves me with a few final thoughts and questions. First, I'd like to just ask, do you think Hanji's squad is dead? And if so, how did she die? Do you think they'll do a flashback? And if not, will they show what actually happened to them or what's going on with Hanji's squad in the next chapter? Personally, I think she's been killed off, because it's pretty much Game of Thrones. Second of all, do you think the current Survey Corps with Levi and Erwin and their squad, do you think they will be killed off like the original Survey Corps? Or do you think they're going to figure out a tactical way to get out of this? Because right now it's Levi and Erwin versus the Ape Titan. And third of all, Did you guys see the major death flag? And if so, who do you think will be the major one to die? Do you think it will be Hanji, Levi, or Erwin? Or all of them? Fucking, or all of them. Lastly, how do you think Eren will get out of this? Because on the last page, you see Eren running towards the Colossal Titan thinking that he's moving him. And no, the Colossal Titan just lifts his back leg, flings him, lands on top of the wall, all mangled up. So yeah, that was just pretty embarrassing. That was hella embarrassing. Overall, this is a really tense chapter. The Titans versus the humans. The Titans have a few up on the humans, and definitely there are a lot of deaths going on the human side. I don't get how they're going to get out of this. If you could just leave a few comments below with answers to what you think is going to happen. This is a monthly chapter, so we have quite a while to discuss this. If you could also check my Anime Mino, I'm going to make a Deadpool with who do you think is going to die, and the poll is going to include Hanji, Levi, Erwin, maybe Jean, or all of them together. And my Anime Mino is Chris is Talking, and if you feel to follow me, you can subscribe, like, and check out my anime vlog. Yep, that's Chris is Talking for my Shingeki no Kyojin chapter 79, The Perfect Game. And if you like what you saw, feel free to subscribe. Have a good day. Peace.